Welcome back to By Hook or By Cook. I'm of course Robyn Cooke, and with us this evening are Alexis and Sylvie and our very special guest Malbongwe Tyilo.
My worst dress this week is Lady Gaga in a Chanel monstrosity. Perhaps it's a fake hoodie she picked up somewhere in Japan, because surely this wouldn't have slipped out of Chanel.
Well, it does look like Chanel just vomited on her, doesn't it? In Spangle.
I kind of like the fact that the jacket matches the hat. There's something quite ladylike about that. And the shoes are kind of subtle.
I must say, I really like it. I really like it. The only thing I hate about it are those shoes. I think those shoes are terrible. I hate those types of platforms with those hectic. It seems too exaggerated.
What is your worst dress this week?
Okay, you know, and it breaks my heart because it's my Freida. But honestly, she went to an event wearing a bustier and a roll of 2-ply lavatory paper.
Pink lavatory paper.
Pink lavatory paper. The metallics don't match in the shoe and the belt.
You know, when I first saw this look, it really reminded me of how excited I used to get around holiday time. There was always a new edition of a Barbie that came out around. It was like festive Barbie. I mean, if this was like a little Freida doll, I think it would sell really well.
Not even. Not even.
I must say, I think that's awful.
Yeah.
I think it's awful. It looks like this thing coming from her waist and it looks like a bit of a meringue. Didn't we learn our lesson from Angelina Jolie and that leg sticking out?
We are all over the leg. I think Angelina ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
But I actually don't think that this is nearly the worst dressed of this week, because I'm going to take you into the worst dressed of this week. Lara Stone. Increased Calvin Klein, those tiny little straps holding up her magnificent heaving bosom are under such strain that they're screeching, please save us, please save us. And the crumpled mess of it just looks like 90s on the bias crushed silver velvet.
I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever seen. The crumpling is vile, but the shoes, the face, the hair, the makeup, that little box of ashes she seems to be carrying with her. She obviously got mashed in the limo. And
the creasing, it's just unforgivable, actually. Obviously, her minion was on holiday, because really, that needs to be steamed out.
Don't you hate it when your minion goes on holiday?
I don't let my minions vacation.
Besides the straps as well, look at the side there, it's gaping openly. She looks like she's going to like a metric dance in Belleville or something.
Spot on.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think that we need to be cheered up a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, so let's move on to best dress.
New lash architect with sculpting fibres from L'Oreal, the false lash effect of the future. You're worth it.
Diane Kruger in Cannes wearing this beautiful Giambattista Valli gown. You catch your breath a little bit, and you can actually see in all the imagery of her that the cameras behind her are just going crazy with flashes. She just looked like a princess in a fairy tale.
So
and that colour was beautiful on her skin as well.
I like to call it sea foam. Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think it is a sensationally beautiful dress. She needed more jewel, she needed more eye.
I love the colour, but the dress itself, I don't think it's got anything like sort of radically new.
She's not wearing seafoam, she's wearing mint green, as I am tonight, because it is a trend colour. Well done, Diane.
Marion, Cotillard, Dior, Couture. I love the fact that you're actually seeing the black under the navy tulle skirt. She looks every inch a star. I love the fact that she's accessorized with her beautiful family.
It's simple, but it's classic, and it works for her.
Yeah.
And the jewels are, it's a beautiful little touch, especially when she turns around, a little bit of sparkle.
Yeah.
I find that's beautiful, but there's no danger in it. You know, just a little bit of a risk, just to take it to that level where you sort of get it so right that you sort of come up with like, you're the best dressed.
I do think it's a little bit of a Simon Cowell move to accessorize with a small child. Like, how do you compete? I can see your Simon Cowell. I can raise you.
What are you raising me with?
Okay, so my best dressed, I'm bringing out the local is lekker. Our very own Dominique Piek, accessorized with Chris Pine, both of them in head to foot Armani. I think Dominique Piek, girl from Cape Town, looks magnificent.
I was there when she was given the original dress that she was supposed to wear, which was by a South African designer. But it's a shame. Charlie should have adopted a South African baby. My personal issue, just my personal issue. I think
it's a fair point.
Yeah, I cannot fault that she looks flawless. She does. You could drape a sack on her and she would look flawless.
She looks extraordinary. Yeah. The clutch that she's holding is also gorgeous.
Yes,
man.
The way that comes across, she looks absolutely sexy, and then she also looks very sophisticated at the same time.
Malbongwe, over to you. You get to choose the best dressed out of Dominique Piek, South African, Marion Cotillard, or our very own Diane Kruger.
I'm going to go with Dominique. I think she looks absolutely stunning. The dress looks sexy. It looks sophisticated. Definitely my best dress. And like you said, I love the clutch. It's absolutely stunning.
Well, the cook takes best dress again. Let's see who we have to wind up on our fishing rod and put into the bait shed. Is it Gaga? Is it Freida Pinto? Or is it Lara Stone in Calvin Klein?
It's got to be Lara Stone. But Lara Stone and that little satin number.
It was an embarrassment.
And the missing minion. It's just... It's just...
And so there it is. Lara Stone and her missing minion sadly has been caught, hung, drawn and quartered, put away for the week. And we celebrate our local girl Dominique Piek on the can red carpet. And that's it for this part of the show.